We are very concerned about him. He's not a president. We hope and pray for him. We do not want nothing. So it's not just about the United States of the Union. He should have like he represents, when he this country, he doesn't represent only the United States. He represents all of it. We are very concerned about those guys. We're getting very conflicted. And now, prosperity, the people must be able to exactly, the government now will be able to explain to us, to give us the accountability and prosperity. We should not be second guessing. They should tell us, you understand that even in Liberia, from America, he died. You give people to another region, then you be into the place. Those are very strange things.
Major problem we have is protocol. I think our problems of time and law are related to organize the effective program. Because I think we're not very in the organization we have yesterday. Protocol has been our major issue. For a very long time, we have been wrong. I don't know, we have a very poor protocol system. I think we need to improve that. And why is it because if we are full give you a procedures or if the person is incapacitated to function, let me make reference. Nobody will always reference America who has been great allies in most of the world. The democracies and people can copy from them. It happens before they come in 25 amendment the Constitution of America. President Gaddafi cool months for 18 broken months. We stated before the president have that issues and he may not be able to withstand the pressure of this job. Yesterday, when I watched the president not being able to continue his speech, when I watched the president struggling and gasping for air, when I watched the president being carried to his seat because of exhaustion, it really showed that what we saw yesterday was coming to fruition. Yesterday showed or made the case that the president does not have capacity for a reason of health. And so, again, this condition, it's about time we begin to think about what are the signs that we show incapacity. And yesterday was just the basis that we showed that the president is not capacity. Okay. That is a constitutional responsibility. I think the legislature has a responsibility to that constitutional provision. But it's not on the basis of what happened yesterday. And you don't on the basis of the constitutional provision that we do it. It should have been done long since. I don't know why it hasn't been done. But it's a very important necessity that we do it. On the basis of what happened yesterday, we're going to build it as a constitutional provision that is required. Because we know what happens in the future. I think there's a need for the deal with that constitutional provision. Let us give the women some time to see what happens. If this happens like almost all of the time, and that will give us reason to read the legislature and go through the legal process to make sure that the woman leaves as the president because he's incapacitated. But for now, recently, and I would like us to give us some time to watch how the process goes, for which has been speculated that it's actually not where he's incapacitated to steer the affairs of the country, and he think that as well, like give us some time and see how it goes. If the lower preparedness can happen to steer the affairs of the country, he doesn't need to be honest with like people. He has a vice president, and the other way around doing that. But if this continue to happen, and this will continue to happen, we're going to bring our country. It will not be a good time on BBC yesterday and other international radio. The kind of ways being spread out.
The leadership the chair of the local committee we have to kind of talk to them for very well. People have to learn what the differences, especially when you're supporting the public space. You don't have to be able to create everybody and and zero. Very bad. You see too early, do that in front of people, and then the end of the day, we have foreign destiny. inviting foreign guests and the list of the guests. Foreign guests coming, they don't Ghana, Ghana. He getting a Japanese getting for the national Japan. Japanese nation. See the Japanese go back to the they were just embarrassing themselves. Everything about it, we had inauguration of the around 18 years ago.
So when you put me at the helm of Liberia, then people start saying, look at the story of Liberia, like we're talking Rwanda today. But right now, don't lift your hope too high. Things will get nasty, things will get dirty, because nothing's going to change. Even if you make Jesus Christ minister of finance, nothing can change. Nothing will change because the expense is looking in the face. You have to fund everything.
I see in the next few months a noisy country, a very noisy country, rowdy country, a heavily divided country, a very tough economy, a sense of elitism by those who are coming at the hem of authority. The coming in of the Unity Party is going to multiply the economic woe, the economic conundrum, the economic quagmire, the suffering of the Liberian people is going to multiply. We are not prophets of doom, but the reality will come.
Don't trouble nothing too much, you know. Long time no see. Out your love, I'm lonely. I miss you, and it's too hard to bear. What have you done to me? Waking up in the middle of the night without you, and it's so unfair. I thought turn, reach for you, only a pillow. Soon, awake, the morning sun rises, but I'm alone. Hurts my soul. 1, 2, 3, I'm loving you. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I want you back. 1, 2, 3, I love you. 4, 5, 6, I'm missing you. 7, 8, 9, I want you back.
Another day, people. Thank you so very kindly, man. Good day, Liberia. Sunny day. Yesterday it was a rainy day. Today it's sunny. We thank God Almighty we are alive again by His grace and providential care to do as we are required to do. Another day to talk about the issues that unfold in this mystery country called Liberia. A typical country called Liberia.
Turning all these dreams to reality.
But we all got the responsibility because we are all stakeholders to make it better.
I love you.
One of several that makes a person, that makes a country, that makes an institution move forward steadily with time is criticism. So we are around to help Mr. President succeed to make our country better, because whatever development he carries out, we are the beneficiaries. It cuts across party line, creed, race, color. When Liberia is excelling, it wouldn't be a single destination unity party people, but rather Liberians. And who takes the credit? Mr. President and the government. Therefore, we offer our own suggestion critically, realistically.
What have you done to me?
That's who we are, and that's what we do at Voice of Liberia. Thank you so very kindly that you join us this afternoon for the show Bits and Pieces on Voice of Liberia 104.1 Morovia, Voice of Liberia 89.7 Kakata Magibi County, Voice of Liberia 90.7 Bon County, the online radio in which you can follow the show from wherever you are around the world. www.voiceofliberadio.com. Thanks to the community radio stations that always relaying the show. Good morning, Liberia and Bits and Pieces. Thank you ever so much. We appreciate all of you. And it's good that you have us on your afternoon itinerary. My name is Sam Andrews. Edwin Dry is in. Patrick Starr is on the camera. We are at your disposal until 5:50.
Long time no see. Without your love, I'm lonely. I miss you. It's too hard to bear. What have you done to me? I'm waking up in the middle of the night without you. And it's so unfair. Loving you, 4, 5, 6, 17, 7, 8, 9, I want you back. 1, 2, 3, loving you, 4, 5, 6, 17, 7, 8, 9, I want you back. Here within my arms again.
Okay, thank you so very much. Hope that you are faring well from where you are following. Thank God Almighty, by His grace, we can meet again to talk about our country. The people often say, common patrimony. Another expression would say, common denominator. So we got the express responsibility as citizens to talk about the issues all intended to make Liberia better. There's no better place than your home. America isn't better than Liberia. China isn't better than Liberia. Japan, France, Italy, and the rest of the people or countries, they aren't better than Liberia. The Liberians only feel they are better because we have never ever attempted to exert ourselves. Blessing is on every person on earth and every country. God opposing equal natural resource or resources to every country to develop. But if you can take advantage of yours, you can multiply it, you can uh, do the needful for yourself. The next person that is doing the needful for himself goes above you and you become a subservient to that person, or like the people would say, inferior character. So Liberia finds itself in that position as an inferior country, but it shouldn't be inferior. Neither should you feel inferior. We got everything to excel, to move from one end to another. But the people called the leaders, the people you scream, you shout, the people you go against your brother, sister, friends for, they are the ones who are keeping the country in abject poverty. They are the ones who are getting rich and richer every day. This country is blessed like any other country. America isn't better than Liberia. Germany isn't better than Liberia. China isn't better than Liberia. France isn't. The rest of the country, they aren't. We just feel that a few people should make the determination to get their pockets filled with money, boast, brag, rant, and then the vast majority just move on as cheering squad. That is why a vast majority of the population begging and begging feel inferior to a certain group of people because they are the ones who decide the country. But this country will get better. We will make this country better. This is our country. Mr. President is the leader, and we will help Mr. President to make it better. So let's acknowledge those of you who have come on as quickly as we can. Then we move to our first talking point. Edwin Ra is in. Solo what cause here? You've come on from your comfort zone, Gatnersville, New Georgia Estate, and to Coleman. You are following from the headquarters of the Economic Freedom Fighters of Liberia. Moses Lake, you've come on from your usual sports statutory member of the show. Thank you so much, Moses Lake. Sam J. Walker, you come on from Central Morovia. Alfred Wiggy, you are following from Todota Bon County. Mohammed Kriman, you've come on from United Arab Emirates, Abu Dhabi. And you are asking a question, but that is not for us to answer, but the executive mansion. This name, it's people's choice. You've come on from New Georgia, Caldwell, Diate, Toba. You've come on from Omega Market, CDC Project, you said. James S. Kelly, you're following from the Sierra Leonean, where, following from where? Oh, you're asking a question. Sorry, I can't answer the question. All question that is directed to the government spokesman is available. He will answer it, not for Voice of Liberia to answer. Voice of Liberia, not the mouthpiece of the government. Charles S. Musa Jr., you've come on from Voice of Liberia, Kakata Main Studio. Thank you ever so much. Hope that you guys are faring well there. James S. Keller, I did recognize you. You come on the your name appeared 2 times. Mark James, you're calling from Ganta City, Nimba County. Charleston Tingbe, you've come on from United Nations Drive, Bishop Porter. Benjamin Walker, you are calling from Marshall City, Lower Magibi County. Emmanuel D. Nafike, you've come on from Minnesota, the United States of America. You said, thank you again, gentlemen, for the modeling. Yes, we are on our obligation. We are all stakeholders to make it better. Papi Keita, CDC Papi, Success Keita, you're following from Dupu Road as usual. Reagan and Gate, you've come on from Banga City, that's Banga City, Bon County. Murphy Hinen, you've come on from District 9. Hey, my dear brother, who I now plays in the Hall of Voice of Liberia fame. Never miss out on Good Morning Liberia. Never misses out on Bits and Pieces. Jackson Pony Jr. of Iron Factory Block C community. Thank you for coming on. Crusoe Gongbe, you following from Tapeka, Nima County, you said. My dear Southeastern sister, you've come on Dwight Tay. Thank you for coming on. Yumotro Kringa, thank you for coming on. All of you are in Minnesota, so I can combine you people together. I hope that you are faring well in Minnesota, the United States of America. Gabriel Mann, you've come on from Broadville. That's good to have you on. And then who else? Okay. So we will, as you come on, we will take you. We'll take you. George Superior Puka, you've come on from Banga City, one county. All right. Thank you ever so much. So we got the first issue, but before then, Drum, you want to
Okay, so
come in?
yeah, so we back again. You know, I'm the money man on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am the money man on the show. So whenever you hear bit and pieces, the portion of bit and pieces I gives out money, and I am the person, right? So today we are giving out 2,500. As usual, Tuesday and Thursday, regularly we give out 2,500 Liberian dollars to the winner. And Monday we give out 4,000. Wednesday we give out 10,000. And Friday we give out 20,000. So today we are giving out 2,500 Liberian dollars. And on the 2,500 Liberian dollars, all you need to do to be a winner. I told you, Ryan, when I'm about to draw, that's the time people ready, ready win. And what I will do this time around, let me use more time and inform everybody that we draw. So very shortly we'll draw our first winner. All you need to do to win 2,500. If you want to win it, you can play double time in row. If possible, you take one. So dash star 799 hatch, enter and select number 8 for Liberia. As you select number 8 for Liberia, your wallet will open directly. You pay with $100 or the 70 cent USD and stand the chance of winning the 2,500 dollars. So just in case you win the 2,500, getting 2,400 profit because you play with $100. Imagine. So what a great opportunity for you. So the star 799 enter select number 8 for Liberia. As you select number 8 for Liberia, pay with $100 from your wallet. As you pay the $100, you will automatically stand chance to win 2,500 Liberian dollars. So on today we have what issues we will be discussing.
Yeah,
on, on the
you want to run through the line? Just run down the list.
Okay, so the first issue we will have to talk on today, Representative Frank Sarfoko last JNB for benefits. And we will look down to the National Patriotic Party NPP withdraw from the CDC. And we also look at the Minister of Education, post Cottington University, and 769 people aroused in country from Ghana. And we'll also be looking at the flood situation right now as the heavy rain go on falling across the country. Communities are affected. We'll be looking at them too as well. So that's it for the lineup. We'll move on to Sam so we can kick off the conversation with Frank Safuko. But before we go to Sam, keep the entry at star 799 hash. Enter and select number 8 for Liberia. Select number 8 for Liberia. Open your wallet and pay with $100 and stand a chance of winning 2,500
Yeah,
Liberian dollars.
see, level, you talk about that thing. Yeah, you can say it over and over. Yeah, that's radio. Once you say it, the people ready to play. Okay. So yeah, so the first on the list is Frank Starfoko, eh?
Yeah.
But hold on to Frank Starfoko. Let's move to the heavy rain and flood around the city. Yes, we're talking about Frank Starfoko and his blasting at the president on benefits.
Mhm.
So the rain, we in the rain season. The rain is intense. This is the time of the year in Liberia. Those of you who know Liberia, this is the time that the rain is continuous. Those of you out of Liberia who is not familiar with Liberia's season, with our rain season starts from April. But it doesn't rain much in April. It the rain starts little bit heavy at the close of April into June. It rain a little. It, going from the 10th all the way between June, July, August, September, October, you have consistent rain. A day, the rain might fall for between 8 to 9 hours. Like what we saw yesterday, it took most people by surprise. It started a little, just a drizzle, then it went to another level, and then It got very, very heavy, very heavy. And it goes or it comes with the storm. And everywhere was flooded. Everywhere was flooded. My position is not to impute any politics in it. It would be too dull, too foolhardy on my part to say, to blame anybody or any government. No. So what I can say that if you are experiencing what you're experiencing and you experienced it several years back and you still experience it, then it means you have not exerted any effort to avoid that happening to you. Year in, year out, we hear people, they rain into our house. Oh, the rain has taken this. Yeah, we need the government to come to our aid. We're calling on the government. When the government comes in and do what it can do, when the rain season ends, that person or people would not say, let me put a plan in place to avoid the next rainy season coming. They will go about living their life comfortably. When we get into the next rain season, the same thing happens. Houses flooded, mattresses, bowl, pen, spoon, cup, everything on the water. Floating. Then you hear again, oh, the government want to come to our aid. The government want to come to our aid. We're suffering. All kinds of stuff you hear. It is not to cry year in, year out on government. No. There are things that we go purely political. There are things that I cannot blame the government. Because you know what? When you're experiencing the same thing over and over, even though we have the government and the government has a plan in place, but when you experience it, the time you take to be waiting for government, you can move to do something like how other people did. There are people who experience flooding, water went in their houses. And what did they do? It damaged a number of things. It hurt them. Some of them lost valuables, but they thought to themselves that it can be this way all of the time. Let's find some kind of solution. And in a twinkling of an eye, solution came to them. They faced their place. Today, they're not experiencing. I don't care how the rain falls heavily. You're not experiencing. You can do the same. The city is not properly laid out. One. Two, the reason for the flooding all over the place or water setting, because that's another expression they can use, because the very people who build a house or houses, they took into consideration nothing safety. All they know, they have the money to build and they want to be in their house, so they just build anyway. Some people build a house. Where they build a house, water runs inside whenever it rains. But they were excited to build, but they weren't cautious to know the season will come. They weren't concerned, not at all. So we have flood all over the place. For me, it is the usual because we see that year in, year out. It is the usual. I can't blame that on any government. I didn't blame it on uh, Ellen George Weah government. I can blame it on Boagai's government. No, it won't make any sense. It will be foolhardy on my part to do that. No, I can impute politics, but I can advise from a nationalistic patriotic standpoint. You got to be exertive. You got to look at certain things that is affecting you individually until rescue can come. Until rescue can come, which means help. I'm not referring to the government. Until help can come your way, start to exert yourself to find some kind of solution. So, in the process of finding solution, and it's getting better, you can tell what will come your way. But don't wait. Don't be complaining. Don't be shifting blame. Blame shifting, complaining doesn't change anything. It only exacerbates the hurt and pain and frustration in you, and then it evades your ability to figure out what to do in finding solution. We already suffering from all of those things all over the place. It's going to be very heavy with the months ahead of us. June, just so you know, June rains a lot, but June rain forthwith. At certain point in time, it's slow, not heavy, but it's all day.
Yeah, precipitate.
Yeah, whole day it raining. Not heavy, oh, not heavy, but it's dropping small, small, but a whole day, all the way into the night. Even
I
it
think
might continue the next day.
yeah.
That's how June goes. At the going to the end of June, the rain is very, very heavy. That heavy rain will go straight into July. July will pick it up from June. The first day of June, which is my birthday, July 1st. Every July 1st.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you. In the midst of the bereavement, we still highlight it. I've never forgotten. I always observe it. Every July 1st, it rains heavily. June, we say July, yeah. A completing year, you can take it up from here. The first week in July, that first day of July, whatever day it falls on, it rains heavily. It will go for 3, 4 days and stop. And everybody will be moving around there, enjoying. Sometimes 1 week before you can even think about it again, it's gone. Pick it up from there, Joel.
Yeah, so certainly, like you said, yes, like you said, the first week in July, good about having normal activities. So now, like Sam said, let me just give you the reasons why some communities are getting flooded, and later on, I will bring you the condition of how rain will fall this evening and tomorrow as well. The weather report is telling us that in the same way the atmosphere looks like today, like we experienced rain in Monrovia today, this morning, we experience similar on tomorrow morning up to a low time, the same way it felt like this. So now we move on. Many of us we overlook things in Liberia too much. And many of us are ill advanced on issues we are about to venture in because we don't have the technical craft. Liberia, we don't have the type of engineer that we have asked the owners of the building or the owners of the property or people who are yearning to build properties or houses. Engineers in Liberia are only here to tell you that you will pay all this amount to build a house, but they do not give you the engineering advice. And what will happen in the result to the flood? Like today, you see many houses are getting flooded. People taking out their mattresses. You see couple of homes, getting burst into by water. The reason is the engineers we give our contract to, our projects to, they are sometimes the problem for us. People will get the money to build their house, but they don't know the feasibility atmosphere of the particular area to build the house. They went and bought the land. The engineer who the contract will be awarded to understands the various type of soil, how that soil tends to hold on water, how the soil tends to absorb water quickly. They will go on the site, and when they get there, they will see how the erosion can flow there. They will not give you the advice that this place will be building here. You should build the foundation up to a certain level. But all some of them will tell you that they play hard, they play hard, they play hard. Because they are too eager to get your money. And when you give them the contract, they will not give you the relevant advice as to how to build that particular area. When you give them the money, build your house. All they know is finish building your house because they don't want to suffer on anything to build your house and turn it over to you. So now you, the house owner, now you go on there because that grass is time. You enter the house. Now knowing June coming, July coming, September. Those are moms that can put people out of their houses, June, July, August, and September. When you survive June to September in your house to a flooded area, you are secure until the next year, June. So the engineers will go about just charging you, and they'll go out to your go to all of the formalities and you put your building down. They will not take into consideration the place the building, either it is in swamp or it is in the drainage. They will not tell you, but you go about building your house because they are so curious of getting the money. And when you give them the money now, they build your house, turn it over to you. Won't come and give you notice. July give you notice in your own house. August, September give you notice in your own house. And here's the bad part of it. These moms are not just giving you notice because of the current atmosphere, but they are depreciating your house. The rain will fall. Some of the houses, they are not too strong. And once the house is not strong and you experience that level of flood, the next thing will happen, the house will burst. And when it bursts, your effort won't in vain. So let me inform you that this month, rain will seriously fall in Monrovia. I'm trying to figure out the weather report for the entire country, trying to figure out the weather report for the entire country, but I'm yet to see it, but I'm reporting on Monrovia alone. So the rainfall in Liberia, let's say in Monrovia, we have it this month as we approach up to maybe the 15th or 16th of June. Then we'll have a low
Yeah,
break.
yeah, it's very tense. It's
Yeah,
very tense from June 15 all the way.
yeah,
It's very tense, non-stop, and
non-stop.
non-stop into July and August. August, hey,
Of course, yeah.
forget
So
it.
I say, if you
Hey.
survive, those of you got the horses in the
Mm,
swamp. If you survive
mm.
August and September, then you
Then
take back your
you
horse.
then you tell God thank you.
Yes.
What?
And
August?
let us avoid
Mm.
building in the swamp. You can build in the swamp, but they got ways you can do it. Like I was telling you about the very engineers who just good about collecting your money and do your project hurriedly. Before building in the swamp, you should take into consideration because the land space right now is very limited in space up. So you see people going building in the various swamp. So it's prohibited to build in the swamp based on the report from the Environmental Protection Agency. But if you find yourself in that situation or condition to build your house there, let me give you the advice now. Before building there, you should observe how the flood can occur there, the level of the water when you think it can stop, there your foundation should stop. And if your foundation stops there, rainy season will be safe. But if you can't do it now, then you will be put out of your own house during the rainy season.
Everybody building whichever way they want to build.
Without, yeah.
It's up to them. They will continue to experience the city itself. Is flooded everywhere. Is flooded.
And imagine that right in front of our building here yesterday, uh,
Yeah,
on the main quota. Imagine from the main compound of also Liberia to the Duncan fuel inspection,
not only
passing to the
not only yeah, everywhere
yeah.
because people build everywhere. The Lebanese, the Fulans, the Mandingos, the wealthy people in Liberia's commerce are responsible for what is happening, and you can't blame them entirely. You shift that to the very government officials that so low for 150 US, 350 US, because when these people, broad day, especially Sunday, you will see these people, Lebanese, Indians, Fulans, Mandingos, you'll see them uh, digging. They will call their own diggers, they busting the cement, the sidewall, because they want an extension. They will know that that place is drainage. They will see the drainage, but they will prefer to build on the drainage, and the very Liberians who they hire as contractors would to see the drainage, but will give into a white skin, Abu for the money, as you say in Liberia, and do the work. So when they finish now, when the rain comes, then nowhere. But it's good that it's affecting everybody. When I went a couple of areas, I saw it, and this is what I said. Thank God Almighty. It's affecting everybody. The Lebanese, the Indians, all of those people. Because one, they're not getting customers as going in and out.
Yeah, as it's supposed to be
Because
because the water.
even if a government official wants to buy, he wouldn't step in the water.
Not
He
at
will
all.
not want to see himself in the water. Neither his guy, his AD can walk in our water, even though the AD can do it, but it will not look good. They themselves can get in the water to go into their place and out. So if you look, if I can give you some area when you go there when it rain by waiting. I'm waiting when it rain heavily because if I tell you now, you go there, you'll say, oh, Sam, you laugh.
Yeah.
So I decided to wait. It's just that I brought it up. That's why I'm saying it. But I will wait when it's really heavy. Heavy. I will tell you, you go to so and so business center. You're right in the Morovia area on the island. You will see the flood right there in front of the store, the Lebanese, the Indian store. It is where I stood and I said, thank God Almighty. At least they're feeling it because they feel that because they have the white skin and they have the United States dollar, they can do anything in this country and go at will. In Ellen's time, they said that government officials were in the pocket. George Weah, they said the same thing that Liberian government officials in the pocket. So let's see whether they will say the same in Waka government. We want to see because when these people go, the Lawani may run in 14. The man are scared. The man going behind his desk or his table. When Liberian man finished speaking giving a long speech, the man only opened his drawer. First man, thank you, sir. Yeah, we will do, sir. We do. I assure you, first man. Yeah, then he's shaking the Liberian government officials here executive, people from the executive, people from the legislature. One day we come to that legislature. Those who say they have oversight responsibilities, they can go to the Lebanese people and take money from them. They go begging. Not everybody you see honorable maintain their honorability. So they will take, they'll just show a hand across the desk. And in a government official party, when a man get in a car, you open a hand at 350, so now 500. So the guys have no regret. They are responsible. The government officials, certain government officials, the Ministry of Public Works, with the zonal department, the Lebanese, the Indians, all of those people with huge buildings are responsible for what is happening, the flood all over. And right now, the government can do nothing extra. Because if they say they are moving to open drainages, then Lebanese store will go, Indian store will go, Fula store will go, Mandingo store will go, uh, house, when I say house, I mean well-built house, great, decent house, it will go. And the government ain't willing to do that. The government are willing to follow the people to move in, like how it was done in Ghana. No. So sympathy will always keep this country behind. When officials come into our country, when last dry you have seen in this country that people come into this country, foreigners come into the country, they move all around. No, they carry them to a certain part of the city. They ride on the road that they see paved or the no paved. The reason they can't get into the other side because water there, the road battle, and a lot more. Right now, Waga can drive across with speed. I bet you it's comfort can go with speed.
In fact, ambulance, the other day, me gave you my experience, right? When we went to purchase the machine for the various branches across Magibi and Bon, when we got there was the manager, Kutu, the CEO, Seku, along with the technician, Patrick had. When we got, imagine, we took pretty close to 1 hour, 30 minutes to drive from War and Johnson to go down to Clarendon. When we crossed Vartan, when we reached there, we saw ambulance got stuck in the traffic. Ambulance blowing home, nobody could give chance. no way except for car to go on the sidewalk. Always jam. So some of these things when we saying it, people think we saying it because we got something on our sleeves or we want to say it because we want to say it. We saying it because of the kind of hindering it continue to cause people. We're not saying it because we got interest in telling people. No, the person in the ambulance could be a relative of you, could be a relative of me. You don't know. So we can be saying these things because we need a remedy to all of these situations. That's why we are letting them out.
Thank God Almighty, the president said that from Gabriel Tucker Bridge all the way across, he will change it into 4 lanes. We want to see that. We pray for long life. It will be unprecedented. It will be a development representative of a country with the age of 176 heading into 177. So we wish that will happen at least, but it's going to take the government some kind of I think God will have to come down and intervene because too many institutions will go. NAFA will go, part of Freepo will go, or I ain't even talking about the other ones then all will go. But we'll talk about that another time. Wait till you come on, thank you. You Mutro Kringa, you who else have come on? Emmanuel Ma, you've come from Massachusetts. One Dwight and Yumutro Kringa following from Minnesota. They call that the Twin Cities. Okay. Who else? My man, your name, Juju Wama. Okay, you come on from Johnsonville. Good to have you on. So let's move now to the representative. Eh? Yeah,
Let's get people see first on the floor issue.
yeah.
Some
No,
other
no.
community,
Let's combine it.
some other community
I want to
protest.
combine. I want to combine them.
Because Frank
Yeah,
Oon is political. That's the point I'm looking at. It's political.
yeah,
Yeah, this is environmental. So
yeah.
that's
We get that. Let's just combine the two and move forward. The representative, will move to blast. To move to blast. This is what he said. He said Buakai strangulating the House of Representatives to anger lawmakers in removing the speaker. This should stop. So he goes further to say, for over 5 months, members of the House of Representatives are yet to get their benefits as passed in the national budget. Why this unwholesome practice is ongoing. Our colleagues from the Senate are enjoying every benefit and privilege due them, given they have a protein that is a member of the rescue mission. To add insult to injury, Buaka Knights are running articles and disinformation that we seditionists are contemplating on removing our own speaker we elected and have explicit confidence in. How can this be possible? The deliberate strangulation of the House is an attempt to disappoint lawmakers and make it appear that Speaker Kofa is responsible for all the misfortunes some members of the House of Representatives are faced with. Why is President Joseph Newman Parker not giving our benefits? It's concerning. The executive cannot be holding our benefits and putting up candidates in our district by giving them resources to fight us early. This is preposterous. We too deserve to help our districts and do so. We deserve our benefits, and this cannot be placed squarely at the feet of the Speaker. There will be dire consequences if President Joseph Yema Boata continues such chicanery meant to put the people against us, and by extension, put lawmakers against the Speaker. Frank Safoko concluded, let me state categorically that the Speaker Councillor J. Fonati Kofa enjoys the confidence of the great people of District 9, Matsurado County, and the leadership and caucus of the Congress for Democratic Change, and the entire House of Representatives. Let the rescue mission continue to lead without excuse. This is Representative Frank Safoko's position that they are being strangulated by the executive. The benefits are not coming, did not enjoying life representative of their role as representatives, unlike their colleagues on the other side of the table, the Senate, that enjoys full confidence from the executive and the benefits are regular. And the reason for that is because they have Senator Yombikanga Lawrence, who is a member of one of the factionalized Liberty Party, but pledged her full allegiance to Unity Party, supports the government. So everything, according to Frank Safoko, is going well. Let's hold on to that first point. I have a dissenting opinion to that. That is a flimsy excuse. The speaker is from CDC. The deputy speaker from CDC. So it can be the representative can say, Yombikanga Lawrence supports Unity Party, and based on that, their colleagues at the Senate enjoyed a unique atmosphere. The benefits are forthcoming. The House of Representatives got the advantage. They have the speaker and the deputy speaker. Let's assume that for the discussion's sake, Yombikanga Lawrence, Unity Party, she's just one. On the other side of the table, there are two, Fonati Kofa and Sir Joseph, deputy speaker. So that one, in my Thomas Fowler, rather, sorry. So that one, in my opinion, is trash out. Then he went further to, but this is it. You see, when we say that your step up, your show that you people truly are the first branch of government, you don't want to do it, you will stoop low, you will put at yourself at the whims and caprice of the executive. You think what has been happening? What he said, this is not the first time, it is not the only administration or the only legislature that is crying. So legislatures in the past complain of strangulation. The executive will withhold a certain benefit. The executive will do a lot. Then I talked about the three branches of government and lay so much emphasis on your branch. Do you think, giving all that you people have, all of the power, so much so that you people have absolute power, you people have edge over the executive, though the Constitution say three separate but coordinate branches of government, but by function, you have edge over the executive. You think you are called the first branch of government because of alphabetical order? No, it is because of your work. You are the pillar of this country. The country depends on you. The country looks up to you. You are the determinant. You can decide what is what. You can determine the direction in which this country goes. You can determine almost everything. The legislature. But what happened? You will abrogate your responsibility or delegate your responsibility to the executive. So why wouldn't the executive make fun of you guys? Why wouldn't they strangulate you? Why wouldn't they hold with certain things from you? Why would they treat you the way they treat you over the years? Government after government. Should we be hearing the legislature complaining, especially petty things that they benefit? You don't hear that in any other country except for Liberia. You don't hear that. But you have the authority. But you took the authority, you give it to you took portion of it, you give it to the executive. Then every day you complain. Does that make sense for the legislature to be complaining on the executive? Then why is it three separate coordinate branches of government? Of these three, none should be complaining on each other. Couple of weeks ago, we had the legislature, not the legislature, but the judiciary blasting the legislature for insufficient budgetary allocation. Then the legislature too complaining against the executive for withholding or not being free in releasing their benefits. What's that? Where do you see that in the world? That's why I often say that Liberia is a mystery country, a typical country. It repeats itself. Government after government will repeat the same thing. Same thing. Liberia is just like a broken record. Just the same thing, the same song being played the same way, nothing changed. Should you guys be complaining? And then you want to put it on party politics? No. No. In my opinion, it should not be on party politics. Representative Prince Afoko, it shouldn't be on party politics. You guys should stand up. You guys should stand up. Must we bring legislators from other countries to come and teach you all how powerful the legislature is? You're crying on benefit, but you don't cry on increasing your budget. You increase almost everything you want to over there. Then a petty benefits you're crying on. Oh, come on, man. There are certain things you leave with that executive. Why I should be complaining on these things? In my opinion, this thing here is not right at all. It's not right. As much as it is right in the opinion of Representative Prince Afoko, he's entitled to it. It is not right in my opinion, but I have the right to extend his voice because that is the reason for the public broadcaster, Voice of Liberia. Then what did he say? He talked about severe consequences. He talked about that. He said there's going to be a severe consequence if this continues. He said to add insult to injury, Bwaka Knights, that means those who support Bwaka. Yeah, Bwaka Knights. He spelled it Beakanits, Bwaka Knights. To add insult to injury, Bwaka Knights are running articles and disinformation that we citizens are contemplating on removing our own speaker. We decided to have explicit confidence in him. The deliberate strangulation of the House is an attempt to disappoint lawmakers and make it appear that Speaker Kofa is responsible for all the misfortunes of members of the House of Representatives. Now, I want to get to where he talked about dire consequences. Okay, second to the last paragraph. He said there will be dire consequences if President Joseph Hima Bwaka continues such chicanery meant to put the people against us and by extension put lawmakers against. So that dire consequences, we don't know what it's going to be, but there is a way out. Whether you guys, they're influencing you, they're trying to arm twist you to move the speaker. Moving speaker is not the president wake up one morning and say, I'm satisfied with that speaker, I'm moving him, then the next day the speaker move. No. That thing that we saw in the past, not much exposure was available, so they move speaker. No, Liberia is getting united. So it is not just easy to move speaker. No, they have rules by which those things can happen, but the rule also has several stringent measures by which it's not easy to just remove speaker, remove pro tem. No, and we have to stop doing that thing. It is a childish politics, very childish, very elementary. We have to stop it. Every little thing, then we say, let's try to form a city to move the person. No, we have to stop that. If the person is not performing, if the person is going contrary, there are rules, there are frameworks available by which the person can be brought back on track. But it doesn't make sense that all of the time we're talking about removing. We ain't making any progress in our country. Then when something happen, we want remove. Remove speaker for what? Remove pro tem for what? Remove deputy speaker for what? Oh, come on, man. You're stop that thing. You're stand up. The legislature, we know your function, you know your function. You don't stoop so low because the way you people have conducted yourselves all the time. So the executive has never ever respected you people. But if you people stand up, can you imagine till now? None of you thinking all the travels that the president making. The only thing you're excited because the GOL and Korea signed 7 MOU. 288 pieces of F moving equipment coming. Yeah, the president will develop this country. The president will develop the country. We have to get development change. The former government messed this country up. And the only thing you're gonna be talking over there. You ain't see development here. You're going other countries. See development and see how the legislature stands up to the executive to make it to do what is right and to do not to do what is wrong. So when we say Liberia is a patronage political culture where the legislature, the judiciary fall at the whims and caprice or at the feet of the executive, then people get vexed. Why you're blasting? You leave that thing, man. You get good, the important thing to 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 talk about. But you entitled to your opinion, Representative Friends Foucault. All right. Dry, you got anything to say? Then we'll move to the line on it.
Yeah, so I was just reading something, but I think I'll feature this on Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll feature it on Friday. But let me just
But yeah, don't get it for you know, and get for your whole, the media been in a public. Ah,
it's a little more in-
yeah, it's all holy, it's all holy. Don't expose it to somebody to get around here and they discussing it
yeah, certainly.
before you can discuss it.
Yeah. So Representative Prince now blasting GMB for Bennett. You know, I think the people at the legislature should be united and they should hold in tight that unity. But it appears as if they are divided. You will see some of them will have their own clique and they want to push their interest. And in pushing their interest, they want to make it look like the president is against certain portion of the legislators and he's in favor of certain group of people and they want to make it look like they are against the president or the president hate them and they like the country more than the president. That's how some of them over there can frame the entire situation to be like. And the country here we live in, all of us love the country. Serving as a representative is just a privilege that was given you to serve the people. But it should not be at the detriment of the common people. Representative Frank Zafoco, we respect you wholeheartedly. You are entitled to your opinion, to your decision. But what your communication to me to be is like you want to draw attention to the president as if he has a particular people in the House of Representatives that he cares for, or that he's doing business with, or he tried to make it look like certain group of people in the legislature, the president wants to have total control, absolute control over them. And once he has absolute control over them, you want to do anything in legislature at your will and pleasure. In which the unity in that house that we are culturing should not be the unity to stand that a bulk of people will go in favor of the president decision and few will be against the president decision. These are two separate branches of government. The legislature is quite different from the executive, but the legislature has always considered themselves to be minute portion of the government. That means they have always concord. They have always agreed. They always you see them, building alignment, taking side with the executive instead of scrutinizing. Sometimes you disagree with some things from the executive, but certain group of people will just want to build alignment, build relationship with the president or the executive branch of government because they want their part for every time, leaving the interest of the common people and prioritizing their own interest. The common people suffer. At the end, when they are not getting it, you see them fuming as if they pushing for the Liberian people. Go look, they pushing for their own benefit or interest at the house there. So they will have to rethink, in taking some of the decision, in taking some of the decisions so as to they can know exactly that Liberia deserve better. They were elected on the mantra of peace and development in the country. It's not about enriching themselves. It's not about just framing at everybody when you look at it. It's not in the interest of Liberian people, but you should do what it takes and what it requires you being a lawmaker. Like we're talking about the disaster issue, right? The flood. Lawmakers have got oversight responsibility. You will see some people they stole the same of measuring. The fuller guys or they never need. They will want to bust between the quota to the school. And on there, a drainage was being inserted so that the water, the dirty water can pass on there to go. So it can cause, a flood. So it can cause a situation, an embarrassing situation. But the guys will bust that place and have a truck because they want their cars to be carried the goods in. And once rainfall, you see that whole place will get flooded. Situation where we experiencing as Liberians, we need the oversight responsibility to be able to deny. But the oversight responsibility is not responding to the situations we are encountering, but rather they are pushing their own interests, go to stores, owner, public work, not making sure to stop some of these things, but they will go about prioritizing and pushing their own interests forth and leaving us as Liberians living such a deplorable life in Liberia. Then you will see them, they will come in the community bragging. When you go to Lesotho, you go to Accra, you go to Abuja, things are not like this. But how did you expect things to be in Liberia when you are sitting at control and not letting the right thing to be done? How do you expect it to be? So at time to, you know, yeah, Liberians will sometimes just go by letting somebody book us, you know, yeah, without scrutinizing them, they take some of them anyhow, anywhere. They claim to be a lawmaker. They don't even have the audacity. They don't even have the law of competency. So, so people just sit down and speak a lot of jargon from the university and the subterranean can't stand, if they go no go, can't stand after speaking plenty of people, you let them, and when they go there, they don't want to seek the interest of people. But the typical people, the real people who sometimes can want to do the needful for the people. They don't have the money. And they don't have the money. So they can be elected. People who got the money come and continue to fool our people. But anyway, Sam, let's go to the line. Maybe take few calls and listen to the Liberian people what they have to say.
0770-907-907. Have your say on the show. Bits and pieces on Voice of Liberia, wonderful from Morovia on this It's 11th day of July.
Hello?
Hello.
Your name and where you call from?
My name is Jake Livonia.
Christopher, let's hear you go ahead.
Thank you very much for your analysis and your topic for this afternoon. So people say enjoy the between anything and wrong. The issue that there's small country to make a decision for poor people into power. For poor people into power, they have to fight for that to get money for people that follow them. That issue of that people about the person make the law. So you have to respect yourself, you have to respect it. If you executive will agree with you have to give the executive you the first brand of the but you allow yourself to go agree there. If you put yourself to or you put metal boy or you to destroy you, everybody will be running their president. The president is just but when I don't make the law for the type of issue, nobody there. So, yeah, so like no issue like that. So you have to wake up.
Thank you. You made your point. 0770907 0770907. Let's hear you. 0770907 Hello?
Hello?
Your name and where you call from?
I'm Francis Washington. Talking there.
Let's hear you.
Yeah, I must commend you for the topic. You did well. You said you don't call your love.
No. Hello, listen to me. Listen to me. It's not about calling the lawmakers. How you define the word bookers? How you define the word bookers? I said we sometimes can make mistake in that. So the process of taking them, that's the process I'm describing. Thank you. You made your point. Hello?
Hello?
Your name and where you come from?
Miss Clara,
Yeah, Janelle, let's hear you.
Yeah, I come from Tuesday. In relation to the video, actually looking at the relationship of the executive to director in the store, some of the barriers that he has to do with bureaucracy. You know, some of these guys, they call themselves the just they are the same thing what is under empower them to that particular entity have a different mission when coming into power. So as soon as they take seat, the bureaucracy starts to their end. There are so many people that you can as one of the person is still saying that you found out there will be a police. So when they are clean and you standing as a person individual and your own decision, you must also find a way so that you can be part of the convey of this particular group of people. So bureaucracy is one of the things that affecting this particular court of legislature. You find out that it never needs to express it to do their own thing. And the laws are not ready implemented. You guys will go about laws, but it comes to the issue of implementation is not ready to that. So for me, I think that is one of the challenges.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my dear. Have a nice day. Hello.
Hello?
Your name, where you call from?
My name is Status.
Can we hear you?
All right. When it comes to the issue, the legislator is making difficult.
You get a lot of legislation to do that, and you know you have to come out. Then like you say, a lot of the papers you know what is also minister that the government are holding area. I still also the legislation that they want to cover. I mean, they have the power. They have the power to do anything. Thank
Okay.
you.
Hello.
Hello. Hey, I am going to say, I'm still happy to Joel. This is coming from Liberia. As I say, you see it here, everything I know about. Can you imagine our leaders, then who will go to? If District 9 and a half family, who I will go to? But you who sort of especially for yourself, you are there crying out, and if you don't know what to do, I don't care what to do, but anything goes wrong in your house, the legislative process will be blamed. So the speaker is our member, the deputy speaker is our member. So what we need to do, we need to do the next calling of serious meeting and discuss this issue with our police. If they don't discuss this issue with our police, or everything will go away. So please, and then I have some other things that we are going to refer to. I truly believe that some of the CDC guys that are still and these people, okay, it's like, I stay away. You're talking in the course of the you have a champion the cause of the police. Because all of them are ready to be finished, but they are not getting their own. They are cars, they are guys, they are not getting. So you need to stand up. As he's saying it, there will be consequences. It's a bill. You know what to do. If you want to try it, if you know the money is there, they don't want to bill you. You can strike in no way.
Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
You live, your name and where you come from? 0770-907-907. Let's take a few more calls. 0770-907-907. Call and I will say this. Hello?
Hello.
Your name and where you come from?
Okay, my name is Oliver in Koi, Washington.
Let's hear you, Oliver.
I want to thank you for your time, Pastor. And I urge honorable others to do the honorable thing. They are the one who fight. They are the first branch of the Liberian government. They are a lot of power in them. So they need to do the honorable thing. If you can summon the minister and what's happening, then they are benefiting other things that are not coming forth. And according to him, of Senate are rolling out for some reason. But I think they can invite the president if the minister of finance or the minister PTC and Solomon ministry, and they'll call the president. I think it will be the right thing to do.
So, in essence, he was simply saying that the pro tem is executive. The pro tem will ensure that there are what people have yet, but it is not happening on the other side.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if it is happening at the cost of Senate, because that's the thing, one branch of government. So it's not happening the outside, then call the person that should be making it to happen at the outside. If no reason, then it's not the president. He's not too old or too young to get the awkward body. Thank you.
The
Thank
boy
you.
afraid to vice president. The only country that gets vice president is scared. Other country, some other president. Well, when they say 12 o'clock, the president there 11:50.
Hello? 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 They are afraid, like you said. I don't know, like, yeah.
077-0907-907.
Hello? Your name and where you come from?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, your name and where you come from?
My name is Alvin. Travis as calling from Chemistry.
Yeah, Alvin, let's hear you.
I listen to me, most of our leaders, the last leadership ability. So if somebody cheating on them, they don't understand. But concerning the representation that send messages to your for their benefits. That hello?
Yeah, you live. Go ahead.
Concerning the benefits, if you last what do people can cheat you about it. So
Okay, thank you.
they empower because of the community, the state, more people know them, or the ability to function as a leader. They don't have it. So you see most of our leaders, they now work for people to benefit. The leadership, they get no impact the big leadership.
Thank you. Let's take this person. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Your name, where you come from?
My name is Belaman.
Let's hear you. We are.
Yeah, you see, sometimes with being a lawmakers, from certain point, I think majority of the blame should come off. First the election time. See the those that we elect. You the person being those that know that nothing in elections become with humanitarian activities around you. You take you from your district, you go to the district, you know. These are things indication to us after election. Our leaders are not competent to get there. There is still something. And the right was nothing. My brother, I don't see them. The president has his agenda. You the love the entire agenda. Why can't you follow his agenda? And the president is not going by what is playing. You take a decision. And you can still impeach the president, impeach any judge. Why can't you use the power? They are very realize their power. They are not reading.
Yeah,
They don't read. They don't power.
yeah. The people, the power far above the executive. Not because the Constitution says three separate but coordinate branches of government. The people can decide they can, if they say they're moving Bwaga, they can move Bwaga. If they say the country not doing this, Bwaga will not do it.
Yeah, but they don't know it. See, when you have a power, you have a bomb in your hand. They don't know how that going. You'll be a person who attack you. After a bomb for you, they don't have any the camera been a second man. They don't know their power. They don't read. They see the guys going inside. They just talk across the floor. So they are not almost saying what they are there, but I'm not.
Certainly. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, you did extremely well by spicing up the first lot of this show. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. So there's the other side of the coin. The executive has to be complementary. It can install itself as Nebuchadnezzar. The Constitution says three separate but cooperative. The three coordinate because the three has one commonality, which is Liberia. Since the executive or the legislature has always given half its responsibility to the executive. Executive, no, please try to respect it, yeah? You're gay, they're late, so they shouldn't be crying all over the place. It shouldn't be like that also. Not because I'm saying it is true. It shouldn't be like that. But legislature, you have to look at ways and take certain powers from the executive. All day, constitutional review. Ellen was here, 12-year constitutional review, constitutional review. Ellen said, oh, the president said, too imperial. I don't want to be imperial president in Liberia. Yeah, 6 years. What a year. All kinds of stupid people, Ellen talk, people here all over the place. She set up the committee headed by indicted and jailed former Chief Justice Gloria Moses Scott to hear that committee. Councillor Babu Jala and the rest of the guys, how they call the other lawyer, Nimbani Warner, some of those best world school lawyers of this country. They were part of that committee. Where at today? The same people scatter. Every good thing that you want to do for Liberia, it is scattered. So you have to respect the people. It shouldn't be that I know the party politics that play into this whole thing, but it can be business as usual. Let me just sound this caution, then we go to pick up the winner from the cash game. It can be business as usual. If the legislature was not respected by previous government, President Joseph Iwan Parker comes to the presidency and tells the whole world that his government is going to be different. And we expect that difference to be very clear that even the unborn child will understand before that child can be delivered. Let it not be business as usual. Let the legislature not be crying and crying and crying baby. Let the legislature be respected and the coordination to exist between the two branches of government. It shouldn't be the legislature in previous government crying at the feet of the executive. And the executive is excited. But you're right. The people ready to treat you. When look what they did. The executive right to treat you the way they treating you, because when we say you people are the problem for this country, not necessarily that we hate you, not necessarily that you guys are not refined men and women, not necessarily that you guys are not great, responsible, highly educated men and women. You guys are. But sometimes you're allowed the atmosphere to overwhelm you and you're still low. When the executive think that you people will not, you're due. Look what you did to Amin Muda. Is it the right of a Senate to beg on behalf of a minister from the executive that blunder? So why wouldn't the executive mistreat you? Why wouldn't they see you people as nothing? Why wouldn't they see you people as boys and girls that they can chunk money over? Because when the people blunder from the executive, you turn around, you beg for them. Should the legislature be begging on behalf of a minister who should beg for himself? Then what kind of legislature is that? So why the executive now will not disrespect you, will not put you around? You think that should be? In fact, it is the first time that it has happened in this country since 1822. Then we went to 1847, we gained our independence. It is the first time from 1847 to this day that the legislature will stoop so low begging on behalf of a minister to have him forgiven. We never saw that in previous government. President Joseph Iwan Parker government is the first government to set that damning record. Yes, it is bad. When other legislators here around the world, you know why some of you legislators, when you leave this country, people want to respect you because you're a legislator, but they really see you as people who are well educated, informed about legislative working. But they want to respect you. They can show you disrespect. But in reality, we know in our country, we heard some things from some of those international partners. Nothing that you're looking here, we can hear more than you. There are some things that the people confide in, but we can never ever say until we die. We'll go on the ground with it. But we can say it the way we feel we can say it to put you people in a position that you will stand up, that you people will be on top of your game. I respect all of you in that legislature, great men and women, reputable men and women, highly educated. But sometimes you'll allow the atmosphere to overwhelm you. I got more than vexed when I heard that thing and when I saw it, that the Senate were begging to forgive the white man. Not necessarily that man, but anybody for that matter. It should not be. That alone, what you did the last time, you reduce yourself to nothingness. That man, you have the right to punish the man. The man lied that he received an invite to go to a summit out of Liberia because he didn't want to appear before the legislature. Consciously, he didn't receive any invite. The people got the information that he didn't. So when he went there with perfunctory excuse. The people say, go, all the documents, we give you the benefit of the doubt. You go and bring all the documents to indicate that truly you were invited. Not that we can do our background investigation, but we throw it to you. You prove us wrong. You tell us that our doubt is truly our doubt, which the people were very right. The legislators were right. They threw it back to him. They say, prove yourself right or wrong. Bring all the documents. We could sit right there and check. And I believe that because you know what, one of president, we as nominee, I think that was the lady at the airport and they nominated her as the deputy. She gave a fake degree. So in the Senate, she was being questioned. And what she said, right there, Senator Ball charge, he was on the net, he went straight to the university she claimed he graduated from. When he got it, fresh, the graduates, as usual, everything is in alphabetical order, together with other basic information. So he allowed her to explain after she got through. The first question, she tried to evade it. The second question, then the Senator Jonathan Boychai said that you claim to graduate from this university. I am right into the university technologically. I am not seeing anything about you. So I'm using the situation to say that the senator school has sat right in that room and go to where he said he was invited. The internet can lie. The guy was invited to Korea. Everything will be there. The time drive to leave Liberia, the hotel, the airport he will arrive in, the hotel he will go and stay, everything will be there. So we're in a world of technology. So the people could have done it, but they left it with him. Because he realized he lied, he went back, passing through some lawmakers, some of the senators to beg. They too, the pauper, because he commerce minister, he has so much money. Now you see why the company can go anywhere. You see business as usual. Then President Boaga said there will be no business as usual. There will be business as usual. Every government that comes until the country here called Liberia or the whole world comes in. No president can change anything. Yeah. Every president will only tell with their jargon, but no president can change anything, no matter how. Even if this country has a military president, he will still get into the whims and caprices of this country. And not business as usual.
Certainly, it's going to be a business as usual. So
people beg for whatever. So the people give they have the responsibility to the executive, so the executive can use them. That you should beg for the executive minister. I thought that Boaga should be doing that, my man. But chief, that the president should be doing that.
Standing strongly on that thing against Sami Moda, but then the point also.
Yeah, what kind of project here so?
When the point,
I thought that the president, given the nature, would try to make a telephone call to persuade them to beg them for forgiving it. That one ain't wrong. The president, given the situation, the president can inform. They know the president knows that the president is wrong. It was wrong. The president can say, "Okay, I beg you." But if you people want to send him to jail for 1 week, I beg you, you just commute the sentence or reduce the sentence. I hold your phone. The other one is onto the president. That's where the camaraderie or the corporation comes in. But for the legislature, the senator to beg on behalf, ego, damn it, man. How do we respect the legislature? But man, let's go to the next one. You pick up our callers.
Okay, so
we rather.
Yeah. So we just in the trim mode of an eyes coming generate the first winner. So those of you who in the space right now, like I told you, coming generate the winner. That's the time people can win. So just put your entry *799. Enter number 8 for Liberia. It will $100 to win 2,500 at the moment. Very shortly, I draw the winner. Very shortly, and it's spinning. It is spinning right now. Spinning right now. Now, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, my name is Edwin Melvin, and I call you from Voice of Liberia. What is your name, brother?
Ibrahim Tama.
Ibrahim Tama from what?
From Compound.
Well, Abraham Tama, you played the Voice of Liberia money giveaway.
Yeah, yes.
How many times you played?
I played just one time today.
One time.
Yes.
And how did you play?
I follow the procedures that were given to that star 7 hash, choose option 8, and then go to number 2, which is LD, and then enter the draw.
So you win your 2,500.
Yeah. I saw it in the phone.
So it came to your phone, right?
Yeah.
Can you read the message out so people can hear you? Maybe.
Yes. Let me see. Yeah, you say congratulations, you have won 2,500 from Voice of Liberia cash giveaway.
No, my brother, not you. Not you. Not what the message say.
That is why I'm saying. Let me check the other one.
No, but Voice of Liberia, not you. Bro. Okay, is that the message? They will tell you.
Yeah,
that.
Yeah, let me read that message again.
Yeah, read the message.
Don't help him. He might take advantage and say, yeah, that is.
I'm coming. Congratulations. You
No.
have received 2,500 or 15 USD from Voice of Liberia FM. For more information, that is what I have.
No, my brother, the message is going to say yellow. You have received 2,500 LD from Radio Entertainment Ltd. That's limited. Or let's say on your mobile money account. Can I hear that?
The one I have here is what I just read.
Okay. I mean, I want to somebody send you mobile money.
Okay, no problem. Every you receive 2,500. Whether from Voice of directly or from the Radio Entertainment, but that's how it should be, right? So you got your 2,500, right?
Yes, I received 2,500.
Okay, you say your name again.
Abraham Tama.
Abraham Tama from where?
From Taylor Compound Carwell.
Abraham Tama from Carwell is our first lucky winner on the card giveaway. So you can put in your entry star 799 # enter select number 8 was Liberia. Your wallet directly will open the LD 100 or you play 77 US and win yourself $2,500. They won't can keep you on until tomorrow as you play the jackpot. You win yourself 10,000 on tomorrow. So keep your entry. Yeah, keep your entry very shortly. We have reached another level very shortly. I will be taking the second winner very shortly. Very shortly. So you know, let me just inform you that that's the time you can be a lucky winner. And play double, play in row. That's the time you can win me. Play in row. Now star 799 # enter select number 8 was Liberia, and your wallet will open and go to your wallet, play $100 or 70 cents US and still a chance of winning $2,500.
So while we await the player, let's do this break.
My people, where you at? Welcome to the summer. Stop speaking. Whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your hands. Come on. I know y'all sleeping now. Yeah? Okay, let's go. The people who are the people laugh to us. The power they cannot. I said we tired with the life. We tired with the promises that let us for our damage. We tired with the preach indeed and not preach us. The thing we saw it frustrated us. So why can you school? Why can you the citizens of me? See, we just tell you that why we put for us, we us, use us and little. So why, how we are. The people lost the people laugh. The government they don't want to. My people don't want to. Nobody. My hope that I won't go for. Telling you, brother. So where are the schools? Where are the roads? Where are the jobs? They said if you have phone, but they too selfish. People tired with their people tired. They tired. You see the reason why when the government they have enough of them, but they're still getting them people suffer. No work for people crying. The vision and your reputation to the nation. You got nothing to show. Nothing. So why? The government should laugh. Why? But so now we are. The people the people laugh. The government trick. The people the people laugh. The government betray us. They can laugh, they can speak, they will not.
That is the typical nature of the African politician. The only language they understand and speaks well, lies.
We tired with the promises that left us to our damages.
They are always very rhetorical in everything, but never fulfill their promises made to the people.
So why does you lie? Why does you steal? Why does you allow the citizens of me to see to trust you?
Oh yeah, stealing is the nature, but they will portray it like they aren't stealing.
You screw us, you use us and little on your people. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that the question that we ask.
Tatum J, they lied to us. If this song can change you, if it can put you in a position, if it can challenge you for the future, well, then you are dead. The politicians will continue to use you. Takon J will be back. You're listening to Bits and Pieces on Voice of Liberia 104.1 Monrovia, Voice of Liberia 89.7 Kakatama Gibi County, Voice of Liberia 90.7 Bun County on this 11th day of June 2024 with me, Sam Andrews and Edwin Drua. Let's speak up. Do we have a winner there before we move to the next talking point?
Yeah, let me see. Yes, we have one winner. Yes.
Okay, let's get on with that winner.
Yeah. So let me see. It has not yet arrived, but very shortly. Very shortly. So I'm about to spin. I'm spinning now. So let's go. Star 799. Select number 8 for Liberia. And as you select number 8 for Liberia, play $111 and stand a chance to win your 2,500. Very easy as that. It's spinning, and they end by the side right now.
Okay, so while you're doing that, let's pick up what has come lately in 53 minutes from the House of Representatives, what they have decided. They said for what the term as willful, intentional, unregrettable disrespect to former President George Weah, they have moved to summer authorities of the Rivers International Airport, the ministers of foreign affairs, and state for presidential effect, the House wants the officials to give reasons why a former president and VIP was denied usage of the VIP lounge at RIA. The lawmakers also want to know the policies that are being used. It follows a communication or concern raised by District 10 Representative Yeke Koluba. He said in his communication they protected the SI during the election because they want to change. But at this point, a former president should not be disrespected. So they've summoned the authorities at the national the airport and the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Sarah Beslow Yanti, and the Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, Mr. Grisby, to give a full understanding to them. And he got the support of some of his colleagues. Representative Clarence Guy will support Representative Yeke Koluba. Representative Steve Tikwa will support him, and Representative Dixon Sibo. They all supported or backed Representative Yeke Koluba that those officials from the executive should go to give them a full understanding of this VIP wahala that the former president, who is also a VIP, was disrespected. So they are to appear. That's what came out of the House of Representatives. We will follow that. You don't go and beg for them when they blunder. You don't beg for them again.
Yes, certainly.
And they should be the last. I mean, that stuff should be the last that the House, whether the Senate or the representative, would beg for anybody, any official from the executive or the judiciary. That thing that happened with Ami Moda to be the last. It should never happen again in that legislature. You guys are the pillars of this country. The country depends on you. You guys are the ones who can determine whether the country is developed, whether the country goes forward, whether the country retrogress. Everything lies in your hand. You people have to stand up like men and women. I beg you all. I hold your four, as we say in Liberian term. Right?
Okay, so we got a winner now. We got a winner. Let me see what I will talk to our winner shortly. So keep your entry star 799 hash. Enter and select number was Liberia, and your wallet will open. You pay $100 or you play with your 70 cent USD and stand a chance to win your 2,500 Liberian dollars. And very shortly again, we'll go about drawing another winner very shortly. But it depends on how fast you will be and drop in and become a winner. Keep your entry on star 799 hash. Entered and select number 8 was Liberia. As you select number 8 was Liberia, you will open your wallet and play with $100. And as you play with $100, for 70 cents, you stand a chance of winning 2,500 Let's talk to the person. Hello? Hello? Hello, my brother. My name is Edwin Melvin Joanne. I call you from Voice, Liberia.
Yeah,
What is your name?
my name is Nathan
Nathan who?
Swan.
Nathan Swan. From where?
I've been looking down.
Located. Nathan, did you play the Voice Liberia money giveaway?
Yeah, I use my girlfriend to play. I think so.
You played not too long.
Yeah.
Okay, you use the girlfriend, man. The other system is automatic. So you play your money, you can directly.
Yeah, our name is Quality Nemo.
Okay, you have won
Yeah.
yourself $2,500.
Wow.
Yeah. So how did you play? How did you play, brother?
That's star 7 and star 8 hash.
and I went straight to Liberia, and I went straight to my wallet.
You
And
play
it
in
did
the,
100
oh, okay, you play with $11. So you got your $2,500 there, brother.
Yeah, I seen it, but
Okay, so read the message for now, brother. Can you
oh
please?
yeah. Okay, let me see what I can put the dashes. Wow, take me some time. Soon I guess. So many patterns on it.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah.
Just be fast now. Just be fast. But then you can read it.
That's it. Okay, they say Momo and Momo congratulations. You have received 2,500 for radio entertainment LTD on mobile money account.
Okay. That's what I wanted from
That's
you.
there.
Yeah. That's how the message can come. But the other first now. Okay, thank you, my brother.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy your 2,500 in peace. Okay. So you can do the same. The money is just yours. You're not carrying the money anywhere. Star 799 hash to play star 799 hash into a number 8 for the Liberia. As you start number 8 for the Liberia, you open your wallet, play with $100 for 70 and win 2,500 LD. You know now we have just generated two winners. And very shortly again, let me take another winner. The more you play, the more people tend to win. So as you play, you will win. You play, you will win. That's how it's like. So I got just very few more minutes, like one or two. So you can jam the dodgeball right now, so I can spin and you be the winner for now. Star 799 has net number 8 versus Liberia. Play with $100 stand a chance to win the 2,500 Liberia. That one, cook your soup this lovely Tuesday afternoon. So we move on to our next talking point, and we will talk
Yeah,
about
what do you have there?
the National Patriotic Party
Okay.
including withdrawal from the Coalition for Democratic Change (CDC),
Yeah.
the widely known Liberty Blue and Sky Blue Party in Liberia.
So it's not strange. It's not a news. We saw that coming. We talked about it a couple of months back when they hold the inauguration, the endorsement. I saw that. I knew that it was a fixed formula because CDC was going out and they had the money and the power and positions. And so that was going to happen. I talk about it just in the close or almost the close of the 2023 elections that I didn't see in the future the tripartite arrangement holding that with the two parties that left, the one that was still with the arrangement as integral member was there because of the vice president, and they were still in power for a few weeks, and money was still around. And I said that with time, they all was going to withdraw because Sisi not in power again. They're not controlling the corporates. They don't have able to give out position. They do not have the influence. All of those shifted to the Unity Party. So my position was, with time, they were going to leave. Fast forward, we've heard a couple of things. And when CDC had that news conference by its chairman, Jangako, I thought to raise it, even though he did not say it in his speech. I had thought he was going to talk about it in his speech, but since he smartly omitted it, I felt that I needed to have raised that, and I did ask him that question. And what did he say? That as far as he knew, the coalition wasn't. If there is any withdrawal or will be withdrawal, they would say from that time of the press conference till that announcement, nothing. So it's not a surprise. Those factors, it could happen to anybody. Those factors that I need to you are the factors that cannot keep any coalition, merger, alliance going. In Africa, the ruling party does everything because the ruling party has the money. So CDC out. Do you think NPP, what NPP got to do there again? NPP wouldn't want to stay in a coalition when the ruling party, even though they were all integral members supporting, but they're out of power, they're not controlling the club, they don't have the table to send positions around, they don't have the influence, nothing. Nobody, everybody will take a decision to go. If you have a measure now, and they said that in their statement that they will start to think about measure in 2028. And that measure will be, they will go unity party way because our system is hard for a political party, a single political party to win outright or first round. So you expect that they will be looking to form alliance. So they might likely go the government way. They might likely go unity party way because unity party now controls the government. They have the table of positions. They have the influence. They got the recommendations. They got the assurances. They got everything. The ruling party has everything. The ruling party is 100% everything possession. So the other parties were satisfied to stay on. I bet you if CDC had won the election, you wouldn't have heard departures. You wouldn't have heard it. You know why you wouldn't have heard? Because they were going to be in control of the coffers still. Every integral member, besides the position, has certain benefits, opportunities. Oh, yeah. So it's not a surprise. There is the second thing that I want to talk about there is the sick offensive from certain members. What I talked about it, I think, a couple of weeks ago. We saw some people with CDC barracks. They joined CDC by document. Merger, I don't know how it is for every institution, but I think if people came together and agreed to form themselves into whatever the destination or name, and they go through the legal documents to legitimize themselves, the rest of the people who are members or who pledge their allegiance, I don't think they are under obligation to get their names into that party document or to wear the party paraphernalia or party materials at events. But rather, since it is a tripartite arrangement, meaning tripartite, the word, it comes from the word tri, T-R-I, it means three. So then everybody can wear the party material. So I can be a part of a tripartite arrangement, and there is the other person and then the other party. So if that party is having something, I am not a member of that party, but I've formed part of the arrangement. I would prefer to go there with my, if I want to wear a uniform, if I want to be party identified, I will go there with my party paraphernalia to tell the people that this is an arrangement, but I am not a member of the ruling establishment CDC, Congress of Democratic Change, but rather an integral member of NPP or MPC or JPC or RPC, as evident by my cap or t-shirt. But because politicians are sycophantic in this country, they concern principally about the money. They lie, like Takuje would say. They go with that sycophancy pretending that they are loyal, they are committed, they are faithful. At the close of the day, when that government is no longer in power, everybody finding their way. That's what we saw. Individually, some of them showed that sycophancy. They were wearing CDC beret, and they knew that they were MPP. So where MPP beret, they wanted the public or they were giving the public the impression falsely that they are or they were loyal to CDC. Had CDC won, they wouldn't have gone to their party. They were arguing, oh yeah, the arrangement came up. But because CDC ain't get money, CDC ain't get the power, CDC does not have the political table. So they say they're going back. Then they said that the way 2028, they will see which party to identify with to form either a merger, an alliance, or coalition. But it is their right. But this is what I can say. Listen, no one party of all the parties now, besides the ruling party and CDC, no political party in this country again has any relevance in terms of membership. No strength, no numerical strength. Besides CDC and Unity Party, no other political party. They can never stand on their own. They can never win election on their own. Besides CDC and the ruling Unity Party. In this political time, the book can say dispensation. I like that word, the political. You say this political dispensation. In this time, besides CDC and Unity Party, the rest of the parties are infinitesimal politically. They finish. They don't have the numerical strength. Everything they're saying now be more because they ain't get the money, they ain't get the strength in terms of number, they ain't get nothing. That individual members can be making be more senators, executive, judiciary, that people can be making be more. MPP can stand on its own to contest any election. MPP does not have the number any longer. MPP had the number and had the numerical strength because they were in power. CDC had the numerical strength when they did not come to power. They had the strength. We saw it in this country. CDC became the ruling establishment, they maintained their strength. I do not know whether they still have that strength because I can see and hear and read about most of their leaders. They tend to be more protective of their property, their wealth they acquire. So they're only talking faintly, they're pretending, acting like they're ready to testing the government, but they're not true. And I will say something. Let me tell you. Listen, I said this thing to people in Bolivia. Let me say, since we're on the air, I said it off the air to people. President Joseph Yima Baka government will not experience many protests. This government will be the government in Liberia's history that they will not experience many protests. Did you hear me? I did not say they will not experience protests. I said they will not experience many protests. You know why? Because the people who talk about protests, while the people get protected or the people get businesses, the people acquire enough, they now will only try to protect. So what you will see them doing is the mind game that you will hear them playing. The mind game is, oh yeah, oh, we're going to do this. The government, yeah. Akara's great say the press, the nationwide protest, what he said was in April, eh? From April, he said May 7. May 7, King, you heard anything? Nothing. What do you see Akara's great doing? He enjoying himself. Whether he wrote one line on Facebook against the government. You know what they are doing? They're telling you, look, listen, I am telling you, look at the thing. It's simple to understand the culture. It's simple to understand. President Joseph Yima Bwaka government will not experience many protests in this country because the people who you depend on to protest to keep the government feet to the fire, apart from the media, they are already, they've reached the echelon of achievement. They acquire wealth. They have businesses around in this city and other parts. So they will do everything to fight to maintain it. Do you think that a man who used the 6 years to acquire and build a very good house, say within the Central Moravia area, you think that man will want to organize or engineer a protest that might likely go to a structure that he put tens of thousands in? Do you think you will want to draw?
Not at all.
You will not.
Not at all.
You will not.
Mhm.
You're being smart in this country. Those of you that are screaming, shouting, yelling. That's what Takunte said. Politicians can lie. The politicians will use you. So back to NPP withdrawal. Individual simple fencing. They pretend CDC ain't got money again. CDC off. They gone by. They yelling their party. They say, but no party apart from CDC and Unity Party, no party apart from those two, they have the strength, they have the finance, they have the influence to go to that presidency and win it, or the election and win the presidency. They ain't get it. They ain't get it. They survive now. What do you see? What do you see them doing now? They're surviving on ruling establishments. There will be a time when we're getting closer, you see everybody will be moving in the direction of President Joseph Yema Bwaka and Unity Party or form alliance for the second round.
You have interest.
No, you have interest because our country, our permutation is that one party can win a first round. So there'll all be a second round. That's why the politicians, the political parties, the empty ones, they hope for second round. So,
That's why you call it MVP.
but the people don't have the strength, man. They ain't got the numbers. Yeah, man. Look at it, man. Sit down here, look at it. You think NPP has the number? NPP has strength? If we take them one by one, let's do a careful
Analysis.
yeah. Do you think NPP has the number?
NPP lost its strength to the CDC.
NPP does not have the number. In fact, that whole thing called tripartite agreement, that our CDC stay. That CDC, how many persons NPP carried to that arrangement? How many persons Alex Tyler party carried to that arrangement? How many persons? Where the party? Where the strength?
What's the watch?
Nothing. It was CDC that was helping the people because CDC already had the strength. CDC number was increasing by the day. They just went down there to do smart. I bet you. Listen, that second one without that tripartite agreement, CDC was still going to win.
Yeah, certainly.
My man, the people number it can go down. The people number can increase by the day. If they say we're having election today, and if people say they're contesting, I mean, you will see something else. What number? What's the number NPP carry? What's the number Tyler party carry there? What the other party are? I think
PTP.
Yeah. What's the number they carry in that tripartite arrangement? It was that CDC members and CDC helped to popularize it. And because of Joy Howard Taylor, that arrangement, Joy Howard Taylor, when they see NPP now had the numbers.
Well, one thing as an individual, in fact, I don't want to be a party because most of the party officials didn't go with them.
There's only two parties now that have the might in terms of numbers, strength. That's CDC and Unity Party. The rest of the people here, they ain't get nothing, nothing. They become opportunistic parties. That's how we saw during the election. The people were endorsing. Those who endorse, where the party at today? What the party? So, CDC, yeah, you move forward. MPP going back. Ellis Tyler sitting in the legislature and the other party existing again. Listen, you will not hear about most of these political parties until 2028.
Yeah, certainly.
You see why two parties will always dominate this country? Because the rest of the people, once the election finish, they get elected. They want different things. They're not fighting to build institution any longer to compete. They're only waiting. Once they get their job, their position, they relax now. I bet you the foreign minister, Sarah Benslow Yanti, our partner, they call it League, African League, eh?
Yeah.
You
check it out.
You go, you check that woman here, they ain't get time. The party nine, that free flow, everybody doing their own thing because she got a position. You think that woman would try to devote time to that party? No. She might send $1 or $2 there. But she has no time to be going there all of the time to know how the party looking and all of that. At the close of the day, when election time comes, she might likely turn the party over to Bwaka.
But you know that can happen in
Yes, because she working in Bwaka government. Yeah, so she will turn it over. How they call it? The only party that we hear that is a bit active, he's trying with it, is Senior Fremont. But all the parties there,
all the time, you always
no, because Senior Fremont in the news. Senior Fremont talk about the party. The man said the same thing. The man said he's not going to wait until 2027, 2028. And what did he say further? Go back, listen to that interview. He said he made mistake that they as politicians in Liberia, they will wait until the time gets closer before they start to fight, and you will not get the support of the people that way. And that makes sense. In this country, the people, why CDC and United Party can win? Because of the two parties, the boy all the time. CDC, United Party, CDC, United Party. The other people, they're on the other side. They ain't get time. They're moving. They're waiting when they hear election, and then they start forming different names. Dry United to pursue righteous development in Liberia. Propose send every party for change. You hear all those things. So MPP, we can understand, yeah. It's just like you feeding on a girl feeding on a man, and the man money feeding. Is it?
What the money feeding they don't with you?
Is it? What is something girl money feeding? Go. So MPP say CDC money feeding. I'm really party again. We just kidding, just the fun.
Okay, so I have to come in with my analysis, and so we can move on, right? Let me inform you that, with all the popularity they poorly performed, I want to describe their performance in elections in Liberia ranging from 2005 up to current. The reason I'm saying this is that we talk about parties that have popularity in Liberia. And let me tell you exactly for 1997, when Charles Taylor brought the National Patriotic Party, NPP, and they defeated former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf in 1997 election, where Johnson accumulated 9,557 votes in 1997 election, and Charles Taylor won with 468,443 votes, accumulating 75.3%. So here is the analysis. NPP won with 468,443 votes in the 1997 election. It means NPP had the popularity in 1997 and it maintained up to 2003. We have had an election having it been, I call it, interrupted by the war. We have had the election in 2003. NPP, if we have had the election in 2003, NPP will have still maintained their position. NPP could still win the election due to the influence of former President Charles Taylor. NPP could still win the election in 2003. 2003, we never had the election when Charles Taylor turned the country over to former Vice President Moses Blood in 2003. Blood ruled the country from 2003 and left in 2003 as well, where they set up the interim leadership under the regime of former interim President Judy Bryant. Judy Bryant led the country up to election time in 2005, when we had the former president, then Kennedy, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf from the United Party contesting, and we had the former president George Weah on CDC. It was the Congress for Democratic Change in 2005. George Weah on the CDC and Ellen on the United Party computed highly right after the war when we had the election in 2005. Ellen Johnson won the election in 2005 over former President George Weah and then Kennedy. 2011, we had the election. Former President Sirleaf maintained and she used the resources, she used the connection and ingenuity to have won the election again in 2011. So when they won the election in 2011, making the United Party going for two terms in that 12 years, in 2017, the Liberian people were tired with the system and form of ruling with one party system or one party in the country. The United Party indeed came in 2017 with current President Joseph Walker and then Kennedy, with former Speaker and now Senator James Emmanuel Nukwet on the United Party. They went to sell the manifestos of the party, and it was rejected by the Liberian people, and they elected former President George Weah on the CDC. Looking at the popularity of George Weah from 2005 2011 elections, Weah got very unpopular in a twinkle of an eye. Looking at him appearing as a competitor to former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf in two separate elections, despite coming as a vice president or a running mate to Winston Tubman in 2011. Weah got very unpopular soon. The CDC blundered. Former President Sirleaf time got expired, and she sat down, she left the Unity Party, leaving her or taking her out as the face of the Unity Party and introducing the current president Joseph Walker as the face of the Unity Party, and he was rejected. Weah now was the face of Liberia. Taylor is in jail. Ellen time is over. Weah had the popularity than Joe Parker. Joe Parker was little known politician in Liberia in 2005 election, as compared to how people heard Joe and Howard Taylor name as a running mate to Weah. Even up to 2011, not much people heard about Joe Parker. Parker was little known. In 2023, 2017 rather, we started hearing about Parker coming to contest. That was the time when Ellen was leaving the Unity Party. That was the time we started hearing about Joe Parker needs servicing to contest, because obviously the vice president is automatically a system that when the president is relinquishing, they will have to turn mantle of authority to the vice president to contest in the party to keep the spirit of the party. That was how Joe Parker needs service. Joe Parker needs service in he was being beaten in the 2017 election with the heavy morale and popularity George Weah had in 2005, 2011, 2014 senatorial election and the 2023 general and presidential election to have just lost the election like that. The CDC blundered. Now, here is the analysis concluding part. The CDC formed an alliance comprising of the NPP and the LPDP with other small grassroots political parties around. They fought in the 2023 election and they lost the election to the United Party. United Party has proven submissive in the Liberian politics since 1997, in its second place in 1997 election to Charles Taylor, taking first place in 2005, taking first place in 2011, and taking second place again in 2017, and now has taken first place in 2023 election. When you heard Sam telling us that the United Party and the CDC, holistically, he's not talking about coalition for democratic change, but the Congress for Democratic Change, they are the two parties that got the popularity in Liberia. The NPP who have been one of those parties is the NPP hierarchies who have stood together, who have remained together and hold on that unity. Despite the standard bearer charter being killed. But you still have the lack of the Aaron Snow, the lack of former Representative George Molubat in Bone County. You had the lack of Stephen Allen in Majibi. And you, Basoga Finley. They would have had that unity within the unity and the party in whole no matter what. But you had them something themselves to other political party for little or nothing. They saw the unity of the party. They didn't stay on their own as a political party, but rather they came now as a party to join another because they never had a hand, because they never had a vision anymore. Their vision could not live no longer if they were staying on their own. So it means all those who were in the National Patriotic Party were surviving through Charles Taylor. Charles Taylor left, the party died. So this is how now the CDC looks like. CDC rely on the popularity of George. We have in 2005, the King second, 2011, the King second. Winston Todman was not a figure or a factor. He was a decimal figure to the whole electoral process. That's why he being the standard bearer in 2011. 2017, George Weah came with the popularity and won the election. Well, was not a figure of we are winning the election in Liberia. Now we ended in 2023. Where were no longer a figure as well. Weah was the only face and people were going directly supporting Weah. It was not because on the party policy, but they were supporting Weah as an individual. Then when you heard Weah talking about Weah, you consider certain group of people who are supporting him directly as Weah can. And it's obvious. People didn't go to subscribe with the party, but instead they went to subscribe with the ideology of George Weah alone. So the party has its own policy. People didn't go by the party policy, but they went for George Weah ideologies. So George Weah now, the stance of the CDC is in limbo. If possible, the Union Party will maintain their seat or maintain the presidency for 2029. Because the United Party struggle in the midst of diverse views and reactions in Liberia in 2005 election, where Ellen was dragging in every corner by former President Weah and then Kennedy. Everywhere you pass, Weah needs copies, but Ellen beat Weah in the election. So now the CDC name is being heard in most of the street corners over the United Party because United Party is in power. But now the strategy can be joined in the last 2 years to the election. So 2028 will be the time the United Party want to put their house together and see who to go as a standard bearer to contest the election. But mind you, if we will still have to solve this in 2029, it's going to be a serious battle as well. It's going to be a serious battle as well because he still has the popularity. And having the popularity and maintaining the popularity, that one thing. So the CDC blunder, they did not maintain their seat as a rooted establishment. So it put them in a difficult position, it put them in a difficult position. But however, that's the analysis on how we go about, analyzing on the NPP breaking apart from the CDC, the Congress for the Coalition for Democratic Change. NPP blundered. NPP who have been one of the first four parties we were having the maintain the unity in the party, forgetting about self-interest, forgetting about a region politics, or if they were taking the consideration of region politics, like what the Union Party focused on, the Lofa County, the entire southeast supported we are, the northeast, you saw the Nimba County supporting the Unity Party because of the Asun Jeremiah Queen. You saw Lofa County, they stood entirely for the Asun Joe Party. So the NPP has strength before in Bone County. NPP has strength before in Grand Bassa County. NPP has strength in Bomi County. So you see, if they were all on, then as we speak, NPP will have been a factor to an election. But until then, NPP is not a factor to any election right now. Breaking away from CDC, it does not harm CDC. They will not do anything. They just doing it because they want to break news. They want to draw the attention of the Liberian people. But NPP, as a political party, don't have the popularity. They just have history. And one of the best history they ever said, we are a ruling party. That's all. But MPP get nothing they can boast of. They get no face on the part that can say they say I will contest in the election. We can tell. You are contesting the country. I'm telling you reality. You are contesting the country. You can't enter a place in the country. Joel Howard Taylor, former vice president, if you contest in the country on the National Patriotic Party, she can't enter a place in the country. You know why? She didn't do well as a vice president. Go to her home in Bon County. Even if vice, it is going to be, a demotion, right? To come from a vice presidential position and contest as a senator. But mind you, I'm telling you this: if Joel Howard Taylor, former vice president, even contest in Bone County as a senator, they will massively beat her. You can't even win a district in Bone County as we speak because she didn't do well. So reaching back now, we're joining the NPP from the CDC. What popularity do you have? What position will you even have in an election? What will you do? What legacy do you have? What tangible do you have? What convincing power do you have? So she was only in the CDC as an individual, not a political party, because every political party forming an alliance with another political party, there will be a tripartite agreement that our party will benefit this, will benefit that. The smart party now, if you in that alliance, you start to save money because once you have an ambition of contesting the future election, you start to save money to support your candidate. You start to put up representative candidates in all of the districts, if not all, but the strategic districts across the country. So when they win election, it will be a help to the party. Or you saw Jewel, a former vice president, putting up fight against herself in one county. She made some people here, not on the CDC, but they were contesting on different parties, and she made their hands. People who contested on the CDC, she fought them. So, what face you think will such people have to support your presidency? Do you think it's possible? It's not possible. Just a reference to what I'm saying. In Bone County, district number district number 6, you have former Vice President Joanne Howard Taylor supporting Representative Wema Breeze Mensah, and they have one Thompson, William Thompson, contesting on the CDC. So Joel Howard Taylor now was supporting Wema Breeze Mensah against the party candidate William Thompson, who ended second place. So if you were supported, the party, based on the party mandate now, if you have supported William Thompson, it's possible William will have won the election, giving it to the CDC, giving them more strength to generate revenue or generate funds. Now, even if they are breaking away from the CDC today, the United Party will have sufficient funding. That relationship with Thompson will be there, and the party will stand. This is a political party we're discussing. But sometimes they just join into things and without understanding how it goes. All right. But that's it. We will go to the line and see whether we can take very few calls. We will go to the line and take very few calls, and let's get your opinion on the issue this evening as we go about having our activities here as we are with Sam. So we will go to the line to see whether we can take few calls on this. Yeah. So 0770 907 907 0770 907 907. We'll take our winner as well. Hello?
Yeah,
Your name and where you come from?
this is Eddie we got from Bano Bay.
Yes, yeah, you.
Yeah, thanks for your analysis. I enjoyed the history of that election from 1997 of the president.
Nothing.
But you see, like you said, like seriously, you will say in 28, you have no program, no headquarters. You will come to where you will not to take this zero. How can you have almost 90 program parties in the country?
Uh, equally right there. CDC and have the United Party, the parliamentary election in Nigeria. All parties today, they will stop on the will. I'm very happy for the withdrawal of NPP from CDC. Actually, during the turn of the election, the party did not do well. NPP. They even had to undermine the support of the system. All persons were complaining on a lot of issues. And the party, there were a lot of fights. And at the end of the day, they had a weapon because in the elections, we are some of the indicators that undermine the election of CDC or the coalition in the 20 election. So I think the leadership of the CDC put the work very hard to bring together unity in the party before 2028 or 2027. Because we do believe that the party has the strength and brother to be very frank with you. We can't have an election, unfortunately. Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. I can tell you from the 2029. They lost in the strength of the party. It will grow more than ever. Because the people that come to life. Nothing they will do. Nothing they love us. So to be very frank, in every corner now, I think people are saying they are seeing it true that the people come to love to the people of our country. And they made mistakes. And we know what happened. And we let it go because our country we need peace. Thank you.
Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, where you come from?
From Mekani.
Yeah, let's hear you.
Mekani.
Yeah, Fode, go ahead.
Yeah. You know, if you think about NPP makes up for president. We're not expecting NPP to join with CDC because of some of our love candidate. Well, they left the party, they went and joined different parties. Now, they're coming with all their steps to remain on their own. You think how we're going to feel about them? This is the problem.
Okay. So how you feel about then? The problem and the question. Hello?
Hello?
Your name is where you call from?
Yeah, my name is Edwin Chi. I call from the Central Bell.
Yeah, Mr. Chi, let's
Yeah,
hear you.
yeah, as Tim said, you're right. You're right. You know, the next study, the NPT was on because the CDC, you know, is out of picture now. I mean, so let him go. But anyway, the Senate of the United States, but let the NPT go and see what it can do, you know,
Okay.
and see the political weight. Like, I reserve my comment for now.
On the 2029. Thank you. 0770-907-907, 0770-907-907. Have a speak on the issue. And the whole thing about 2029 will be a blood sport because George we got the popularity and we sensing that he will come back. And if he comes back, you got Vice President Jeremy who won the presidency because is by virtue of the fact the president is leaving, the vice president has to take over. Hello,
Hello.
your name and where you come from?
Yeah, I'm Josh. Speaking.
Yeah, George, let hear you quick.
Yeah, first let me commend you for your topic on discussion. The same thing that led NTP to let's say start in the country what people are very difficult and our TDP will kind of come up to take it because the whole party is on George we are even the people who George we are them to get through the not working with the government. Why yesterday? Why will the pastor, why will you know, put somebody that with a full supporting somebody that gives the person like and the party ministry always support whichever person that is working within what is started.
Yeah, so she fought herself. Thank you.
Yeah.
She fought herself. So that the Ghana president, yeah, the Ghana president, president control MPD. Hello.
Hello, G.
Yeah, your name and where you come from?
My name is calling from Paris.
Yeah, let's hear you.
Yeah, the Korea nothing to do. So, as a decision, we are not taking any decision. And I'm thinking about for 1 hour, like we as a decision, we should our now we are working.
But now you get a long time to do that. Keep an entry coming to all up, you know. Hello?
Yeah, good afternoon. Anthony B. Linear joined from where to be
Anthony, let's hear you.
Yes, my name. The topic is very much interesting. So, I can see my view. I say this election, they were they can't be with people that were the massive that were taking on. Yes. We have people that need to be on the CDC country. We screw our CDC with massive. We don't believe in the screw of CDC the last with massive. The screw of election are private to they be doing their own CDC with the soul and you so can 20 will be very much. You know, you will do this to honor God and shoot the because you know the people that were planning the election. We saw this thing happen. We were going to chances. But people are the president of the election people. But at least now we see it. Okay, everything happens to us this thing. Let's resolve what we do for us to know who are those people that were not into what it is. And then now we see even the House of Senate, in the House of Representatives, we see it. So come 2029, we need more than strong ever before. Because we are prepared. We don't need anything fun. I would say, you know, more on a banker in case. Someone will never benefit from the government. But because of the law of the party, we're moving from benefit to benefit. And now we still do our popularization. Thank you after me.
Thank you. Thank you. Very point. Keep your interest down. And have interest net number 8 also like we are well 300 LD or 70 US. We're very shortly we'll draw our next video.
Yeah, hello.
Your name and where you come from?
My name is Joseph. Sorry for the name for the transfer.
Yeah, this let's hear you quickly.
My NPP living election in House of Parliament because NPP is the mother of all, and CDC is the mother of all. So it's better so that for us to leave the way and try something because we all said that CDC. I'm saying reach to the start. Even the NPP people will not identify the full election. Everything our CDC and the congressmen and the congressmen this time around, we all say because NPP will come to the field when I identify. So still we leave our own lane now. We will transfer it to the now.
Okay, thank you. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Your name and where you come from? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, you live. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I just want to say to you, STD, concerning living in a city. Let me tell you about sure. Let people tomorrow we will regret. So I want to say number in we cover the all of them themselves because STD are the power as you are saying. See a strength. And therefore we see the different people that take that we are regret. So the fact that we are at that time, they will say we know that all of them I will do so that they break away and lose for nothing power. We get tomorrow.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, 0770907 keep your entry *79 number 8 voice Liberia. Play 100 LB and stand a chance of winning 2,500 very shortly. I will draw the winner. Hello?
Hello.
Hello? Your name where you come from?
I'm Amos Yankee calling from my respectable people.
Amos, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Thank you very much for the topic of discussion. All of it is our man, Georgia, just for our party, because the people.
Oh, congratulations. The money finish now. 0770907 on enough to say Joel for the city was shot of serving the leg. Hello?
Yeah,
Your name and where you join us from?
I'm not put.
Will you be audible a bit? Will you add strength to your voice?
I said, Mama put speaking from Cruiser Bay, electoral district of Suarez County.
Go ahead, Port. Let's hear you.
Our foreign representative. The city representative for our district. You know the problem about all this country? We don't build a political institution. We build a political party around individuals, politicians. Just you may your when Councillor Party was the party was making headway. Today, no Councillor Party. The party is looking for other parties to collaborate with. You see? Likewise, the NPP will be happy. Our MPP are likewise, the first Congress or other but the Congress for Democratic Change is completely built around. And let me tell you, there is no president, there is no CDC, there is no substitute. A CDC will be.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
For the party in power. The Solomon George to come. Maybe this is such there's nobody in there. A carrot's gray. Yeah, the list is small.
Okay. Let me see what I'm taking this press. Let me see what I can draw. Here. Just crease in because we can be part of the one. 799 has enters led number 8 voice Liberia and play with 100 LB 2,500.
Mohammed. I'm calling from Bon County.
Yeah, Mohammed, let's hear. Coffee.
I'm calling from Bangladesh City.
Okay, go ahead, Mohammed.
Yeah, but I don't want to give a short statement. You can be happy to fun with you, you jump with them, and you want to, try to get away from you, but no way to tell them, but when that does, you'll be happy. Now, I'm happy. So, thank God that MPP, it.
But MPP, don't tell me that MPP.
My man, when you're talking to me, my man, let me tell you something. MPP, no, fool. But now, MPP is one
They said you have fought caviar was the practice.
my man. What I want, you just look at that was saying one day, you were 12% to decount every day. Anytime she says, what is that? You should have you can get it.
But they won't get money.
I didn't. What?
Get money.
We got money. We got money.
Controversially won the election. Was it 2014 that took by?
Yeah, I want to put on the pressure. She want to run to the now, but when she gets to the now, she better do it herself.
Okay.
Yes, she will make it. So that's correct. So the job that says, so CDC says, to the now will be back because of God.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Give me your point. CDC was still on the 9. You know the CDC, they are hopeful taking power in 2029. They are very hopeful taking power in 2029. Different from the perception or the mind the Unity Party poll had in the 2023 election. The Unity Party poll felt they were just going to try and error things were going on in 2023. To the utmost surprise, they won. So, but that's it. Let me see what I can do. I will win the now. But keep your entry star 799 enter and select was Liberia. As you select number 8 for Liberia, you play 100 Liberian dollars and win yourself 2,500. Yeah, now I'm spinning. I'm already spinning. I'm already spinning. I'm already spinning. But put your own in. If possible, your number can join this. Put your own in. I'm spinning. I'm spinning. I'm spinning. I'm spinning. Let me see who can beat that lucky person right now. Yeah, that lucky person right now. 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 I'm spinning. That lucky person. That lucky person. Almost. That lucky person. That lucky person. Almost. Put it in. You don't put it in. You scared. Put it in. Yes, that's every nine number select number 8 for the Liberia and play your $100 LD to win yourself $2,500. And here we go. We got the winner already. So we got all the winner right now. Then what you do now, as you put in, then I will take you before the end of the show. So that's whether we can call our winner and talk to the winner whether they have received their money. It's obvious that they will receive the money in their account immediately. But keep it cool. Star 799 hash, star 799 hash, star 799 hash. We got one more winner to take. One more winner to take. After the other winner we have to we will take one more and cut the show a day. So imagine we got like 8 more minutes to go, 8 more minutes on the show to go home, and in 8 minutes we'll take the draw. So that star 799 enter and select number 8 for Liberia. Play with $100 and still a chance to win yourself 2,500 Liberian dollars. So while I playing, we just thought to bring you this information we got from the Bone County Superintendent page. And let me see whether I can lay my hands on it. Bone County superintendent 5 hours ago, Madam Lolia Hawa Nuros. Lolia Hawa Nuros. The former superintendent is a female, and President Waka again appointed another female as the superintendent. Yeah, so and they wrote on the page and said the second batch of Liberian returnees from Ghana being received by Bon County Superintendent Lolia Hawa Norris, including others. The returnees comprise of youth, women, children, and men. According to the LRRC boss Patrick Wozi, the second batch contains 760 persons. They are currently at the transit center in Swakoko Bone County. Most of the returnees were all smiling and they appreciate the government for the effort. Okay, government officials were always good about posting and making it look like everything is well with the people. We got a tip that the government supposed, not a tip, but is realistic, is a fact that the government supposed to give returnees money for resettlement as you leave from Ghana to come back to Liberia, need some funding to get started with life. And Sam Andrews earlier reported that from the LRRC, they reported that the people who come from Ghana, some are pregnant, some are children, some are Zogo. So we tend to understand the money the government is to give to the returnees. The government has not been able to give the money, and the people, bulk of them are in Ghana and looking for contract to do to survive. Though it is a good thing that they come back home, but what was being promised, that was being budgeted for, passed to law, because anything that is in the budget is being a law, that these people will receive money from the Liberian government. When they talk about the Liberian government, they're not talking about President Waka pocket, they're not talking about Amin Mura pocket, they're not talking about Mo Ali pocket, but they're talking about the representative pocket, the legislature, the judiciary, the executive, and even you, the Bedapo seller, that's selling and paying your taxes. We are all the ones paying this money. So when they're talking about we want to help our brothers and sisters who have come from Ghana, it's interesting. It is a good one. So government will have to be proactive. They have to be sensitive enough to understand that when you take somebody who has stayed a longer time in foreign land and the president has adopted some system and forms of living and have come back home, you want to help them. We are not saying it is bad to bring them home. It's good to bring them home. But imagine we that even in Liberia, we have understood the situation, how it takes. We stay struggling and finding it difficult to survive. Then what about people who you brought who have not understood the situation for a couple of years since the war, 1997 war, 1998, 99, 2000, people left and they went to Ghana on the refugee camp. Some of them don't have anything, no means to hustle, some of them can't cope on. So how are they going to survive when they can receive the package? It's gonna be difficult. The people who you consider that according to the report that they got Zoko among them, the issue if they got Zokos among them, the Zoko rate will increase because they don't have that means of hustling, unless for the ones that are low education, especially with the people from Ghana who got the IT knowledge, the information technology knowledge, is going to be a good one for them. They can extend to very high schools in one country. As you teach for 1 or 2 years, you can be able to make your way maybe to your country or wherever you think life is going to be okay with you. But the ones that I there don't know anything and how they don't know their way out, it's going to be a very difficult time for them. So we will draw our next winner now. We in the draw now. Let me see whether we can write it up here. Star 799 has we got just one more minute to draw our winner. Star 799 has enter select number 8 was Liberia and $250 to winning yourself the 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 2,500 Liberian dollars. So we go on to select. Let me see what I possible we can select last winner due to time. Due to the time, if possible, we can select our last winner. Yeah, let me see quickly. Yeah, so if possible, we can take our last winner here. Let me see whether we can take our last winner. Let's draw our last. Let's draw our last winner. Let's draw our last winner. Just put it through, put the entry through, so we can draw the last winner. Star 799. Enter select number 8 voice Liberia, and you'll be able to win yourself 2,500 Liberian dollars. You'll be able to win yourself 2,500 Liberian dollars on the dot. 2,500 dollars on the dot, and you can be that lucky one right here, a lucky winner. So we go home. The show bit and pieces and resume tomorrow. William. Star 799. The draw is on very quick. You can put in star 799, enter and select Liberia, so you can have that draw at the moment. At the moment, you can have the draw. Okay, so we got the draw right now. Let's go and see whether we can take our last winner because we called it the other winner. The winner didn't pick it. So let me try this winner again to see whether the winner will pick up. Let me see whether we can get this winner or we get our last winner afterward. Move on. Call it. Yeah, hello. My name is Edwin Melvin Tua, and I call you from Voice of Liberia Radio.
All right.
Did you play the Voice of Liberia giveaway?
Yes, I did.
How many times?
I played 3 times.
You are away from the radio, my brother. So you say your name?
I'm Emmanuel Law.
Emmanuel Law. You are winning yourself 2,500 LB.
Yes, I received it.
You received the money already, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Emmanuel. Play tomorrow for the 10,000, yeah?
All right.
Okay. Okay. That's it. That's it. So let's see what we can speak. Our last winner. Our last the last it's so we go now and pick our last winner. So once we pick our last winner, and then we cut the day on pieces here. Hello? My name is Edward from Liberia. What is your name?
William Cap.
William, did you play for Liberia money giveaway?
Yeah, I've been playing it too. I just play the afternoon again one time.
Okay, so you have won yourself 2,500 LD.
Oh, thank you.
Have you received the money?
Let me check. I have to go to the phone.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
And that's how we go home. That's how we go home on today's presentation of Bit and Pieces. I want to say thanks to all of you who've been following. Sam Andrews and I have been here. Bit and Pieces to break and resume on tomorrow, Wednesday. My name is Edward Duffy. Go out and have a pleasant, great time together.
It's too hard to bear. What have you done to me? I'm waking up in the middle of the night without you, and it's so